Jason's best friends. I mean, when he is ready, if he's not ready now, don't you have any single girlfriends to fix him up with, Mary?
I'm not going to torture somebody like that until he's ready. But no, I don't have any because we're all friends. Like he knows all of my friends.
What about, like anyone famous? Like, can you just think of someone that you think would be good for Jason? Like someone in the public eye that we might know.
Oh God. I'm trying to think, who does he like?
He tends to like a blonde. I'm
Oh
assuming.
yeah, he likes blondes. I know I've seen him point people out before where he's like, oh my God. I don't know, some blonde, right, like Gigi Hadid kind of vibe, something like that. I mean, just like a stunning blonde. Now he likes natural, like very natural face, like Mary Lou, how she barely wore makeup. Just very pretty, like kind of bone structure, not much makeup, just a natural beauty.
I love it. Well, listen, like recently, maybe some people just aren't. I mean, like Jennifer Aniston just came out, and like Emma, there are a lot of celebrities that are like, listen, we are just meant to be single. Maybe Jason is just one of these people.
Yeah. And he's fine with that. He and Brett both, they are very happy. They're not looking for a relationship where they're like, they want to get married, they just haven't found the right person. They're like, no, they want to be single. If they find someone that they really fall for, I mean, Jason more than Brett will give it a try. But at the end of the day, they're bachelor, they're single, and they like their lives like that. And maybe when he's older, maybe when he's like 70, maybe he'll change his mind and be ready, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. He'll meet great people along the way, and they'll, become friends when it doesn't work out. But yeah.
I get it. Well, we saw on the show this season, when Jason and Chrishell broke up, there is this narrative that, you have known Jason forever and you were more there for Jason than Chrishell, and it seemed to put a strain in your guys' friendship. Talk to me about that.
Oh, I think people, I've gotten, this is the only hate that I've received. I think, like, I don't get a lot of hate, but people are so upset about this. And there's always so many things that go into the story. I didn't even notice that the show made it seem like this. There was space between us, but it was also, there were so many things going on at that time. And I don't think she or I really realized what, or thought it was as big of a situation that the public is thinking it is, because they were both very, very hurt. I was there for her, but she also had Emma. She was like, she started traveling, get her mind off of things. I was traveling. I had a family emergency that I was trying to deal with, something in my family too. I was doing like the embryo freezing. Like there was a lot of things going on where it wasn't just like, oh, I picked Jason over Chrishell. It was just a bunch of things going on, and it would check in. And I think other people, maybe like Emma and stuff, she saw that she was like there at her house, like checking in every day. And first of all, I'm a terrible friend like that, where I'd never check in every day. But if you need something, there's an emergency, I'm gonna have like a SWAT team coming in, and I'm gonna like rescue and make it happen. But in that situation, it was just like, I think we were okay. But then when we talked about our feelings, she felt that I wasn't there as much for her as other people, because she would see that I was around Jason all the time. But we also share dogs. We also, he's my boss. We work together. We were doing projects together. So there are reasons why, but it's like so layered that it's hard to really explain. But she and I are so good. Like whenever we actually do sit down and talk about it and realize there are these feelings there, we're fine. She and I get along very well. We've never had an argument. We've never had, I don't know. I think we just both know how to talk to each other, and just kind of like without attacking, like just like, this is how I'm feeling, or this is the way this made me feel, instead of like, you did this. We're just able to communicate very well and understand the other person's point of view. No one's perfect. We try our best, and then if we realize we didn't do the best that we could, not meaning to. I mean, they were like, okay, I get it. It's okay. Let's move on. And so I don't know, she and I kind of approach things kind of the same way, like, or at least to each other. So we're fine. Everybody, we are fine. We're good
Well,
friends.
that's good to know. What
Yeah.
about, Chrishell, has G, they recently got married, even though I guess legally we found out they're not, but I mean, they
Oh,
explained
wait,
that,
what?
well, legally, I think people dig. I didn't dig, but I think there was something online where, and Chrishell admits it, where it's
Oh,
like,
because in
they
Vegas, it's
didn't,
not legal in
yeah,
in other states or something?
something like that. So they're married, but they're not. I mean, people are now trying to make a thing out of it, but I mean, that's really, I guess, right. It's neither here nor
Okay,
there.
let people be happy. That's what I gotta say. I mean, you know what? I didn't know they did it like before, and I found out, I was like, girl, what is that? And I'm so happy for them. Their G is incredible, like the best energy, and makes Chrishell so happy. I couldn't be happier for them. So I think people just let them be happy. They had a wedding. If they're married legally, if they're not, I guess they have to go back to Vegas many times to be married there. I don't know. They'll probably do it here. Who knows? But I'm just happy for them, whether they aren't legally. To them, they are in their hearts and in their minds. And so whatever it is, I don't really know what the situation is.
I agree. I think just let people be happy.
Yeah.
What about, is Rochelle not in the game as much anymore? We see in the finale of season 6 where, she says her heart is not here in the real estate. Her heart is with G. Like, has G been a bad influence on her real estate career?
No, not a bad influence at all. I think that, I mean, like any relationship, I mean, we see Jason went through it too. Like when you have a new relationship, dive all in and you want to make sure you're nurturing that relationship. And in our lives, they're so busy. You can't do everything. There's always a give and take. And so for right now, I think, yeah, she is focused on her relationship. She's happier than she's ever been. And she wants to make sure that, and G has to travel all the time too. So if she was focused on her real estate, like she was before, they would not see each other. And most likely the relationship wouldn't work out. So, I mean, I hate not having her, as focused. I mean, she's still there, she's still with us and doing stuff, but she's not as focused, and that's okay. I think that she needs to do what's right for her.
I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of all these things, I mean, I have to say last season when Christine left the show, and a lot of people felt the same way, people were worried, like, is this show going to go on? Is there going to be drama?
There is life after Christine.
Right. I mean, but we did people worried that she was, the villain. And what about you? Like, were you worried like that the show would miss a beat without its villain?